welcome back to my channel, 18 Crow Tarot. I'm Stacy, and I would love to do an energy check and to see how you guys are feeling. And I wanted to know, like, the message for this reading is, what's in your blind spot? What are you not seeing? So let's see. Let's start with this today. For some reason, I think you'll be cool. Don't fret, all your friends will be able to zig wherever you zag. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. Another one fell. And I think this is a journal prompt. Boundaries are interesting. So friendships and boundaries, and let's see what's in your blind spot. All right, Spirit, please tell us what the viewer's blind spot is. Battle, play, and trickery. Community again, and ghosts. All right, so your blind spot could be pertaining about picking what to argue about, picking your fights, you know. Are you triggered by everything? Or also, what do you entertain? Yeah, like picking your battles. What do you entertain? What do you fall for? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's taking shape, it's taking shape. So we have the dead end. Let me see, let me check the video. Okay, ooh, we got space today. So we got the dead end. It's almost like some fights have no end, so don't even bother. We have play, which is the judge. I forgot what that one was. And the riddle. Let's see. Let's read them. The dead end. So battle and the dead end. Acceptance, humility, relief, reverence for change. When dark is inertia, stuckness, tension, unconscious gripping. So there might be some unconscious gripping going on when it comes to what other people come to you and fight, or like how you react to certain behaviors and triggers, and you might need to analyze your patterns when it comes to that. Or this could be your energy or someone around you, but I feel like this is your energy. We're here for you. So it says the closed door. Ooh, the dead end. The closed door, the final chapter, the impasse. Okay. Contrary to what its name implies, the dead end is very much alive, and it is a force that stops us from moving forward as planned. It is thick, dense, and uncompromising, a wall beyond all walls. The every bramble, thorn, a stone, it simply states, no more, child, you have reached the last page of this chapter. It is natural to resist. It's very resistance and struggle even harder to make our way, but prove our point, to hold on to what was. It is in this way we fight with life itself. From, look at the battle fight, that's a confirmation for this message as well. So it's saying, in this way we fight with life itself. From a mythic perspective, the end you face is very much a beginning. There are doors opening all around you, just not the one you planned on walking through. If you are honest and courageous enough to accept, adjust, and adapt, the dead end becomes known as life's beginning. Ooh, that's beautiful. As I was reading this, I also had the thought of oh, knowing when to stop fighting, knowing when to like lower your swords and like just walk away. It's almost like when they say the person who wins is the one who walks away, or the one who doesn't participate, you know. Yeah, the one who walks away. I feel like that's, you know, I feel like that goes with this message. Thank goodness I didn't forget that one. That one feels like special. The judge. Interesting that it comes after the crone. Okay. The judge is having discernment, advocacy, right action, and compassion. When dark, it's critical, punishing, unforgiving, and wall building. So there's another wall here. Interesting. Okay, so it says the judge is the critic, the diplomat, and the advocate. So it feels like for this, it's like having compassion with yourself, so you can like allow yourself to be a little bit more playful, and not being so like critical. Yeah. It's okay, let's read it. The judge has an incredibly important job. They work every working hour of the day, helping us discern what is safe, true, and just. When this archetype remains unconscious or is captivated by fear, wise discernment turns into painful judgment and of self and other. Ironically, the judge's energy can be the seed of racism, bigotry, and fear-mongering. This is the judge out of balance, building walls, separating from other. When this same discerning force is made conscious and healed, however, the judge may be found advocating for civil rights causes, standing up for the underdog, providing resources for those in need, and forgiving again and again. Love is the deciding factor. Awakening this archetype is essential for the complex times we are in. Get your judge in order. The world needs it. So that's for someone. So perhaps like someone is playing with their ability to love, their ability to make a change in their life. They're not taking it seriously, or yeah. So someone is being called to have a little bit more discernment and take in the right action. You can also be playful in your day-to-day life. It doesn't have to be like just reckless play, right? Like rough play or something. Like, oh, interesting. So something about this too, it's like sometimes you rough play with someone, but it's almost like a joke can go into a battle. So it's almost like the undertone of like how you're being, the intentions of what you're saying, and the motives behind things is what you're being called to look, maybe analyze. If you had the right actions or the right intentions when you said a joke, when you know, played with something, when you pulled a trick off, or I don't know, like what do you call those? A trick? No, it's like when you're joking with someone, a prank, you know, like when a prank goes wrong or something, you know, like you overstepped, you played too much and you found out. All right, let's see. So the riddle, it's like a snake. We got two hands composed, one hand over here, another one. I don't know what that is. Okay. So it says, when light is a great awakening or aha moment, and when dark is manipulation, deceit, trickery. Trickery, wow, confirmation for the trickery. All right, so it says, the puzzle, the question, the mystery. So when the riddle is presented, one must stop searching for the right answer. It cannot be found. Ultimately, it is not important. Rather, there must be a shift from the literal to the metaphorical, from logic to mythic. You are thinking too small and literal about the situation. The riddle card appears when the energy is deep and mysterious, like the elusive wisdom of a Zen koan. Focusing harder won't do it. Neither will increased effort. Time, surrender, and humor. Ooh, humor, yes, playing. Are, where did I go? Humor are your only allies. What feels like the most present dilemma will reveal its deeper wisdom for a long time. Eventually, you'll learn a profound lesson from the riddle. For now, get comfortable with the limitations of your intellect and the reality of not knowing. It may in fact be the only reality there is. All right. So from here, I can already tell you're being, like, some of you are being asked to walk away from figuring out something. There's a dead end going on. There's a riddle. It's almost like you're trying to figure something out, but there's an endless thing because yeah, you might be arguing with yourself. And it's interesting, there's a 5 here and a 50. There's like both 5s. And then we have 369, which is infinite, is also infinite creation. Is so it feels like being playful with yourself, having compassion with yourself is going to be very beneficial to you. And also, oh, interesting, boundaries. So like put in boundaries for yourself with how to not, let's say, like, treat others, if this is you pertaining to like the behavior of how you treat others, and then it comes back, and then when it slaps back, then you might not be able to take the heat or something. Or the people around you, if they're almost like treating you a certain way, there has to be some boundaries. Either they change and they go with those boundaries, or they don't. Oh, and interesting enough, over here it says don't fret, all your friends will be able to zig when you zag. So if you put up boundaries, they'll be able to like, your actual friends will be able to listen and respect that, you know what I mean? All right, let's see for battle. Anything else for battle? Hold on. Anything else for battle? We have get to know your intuition and stay ahead in work and rest, diligent, but live in the moment. So I think you're being, with this, is like stay ahead. Like if something is gonna build up into a battlefield, then you're just being asked to walk away from it, and then also listen to your intuition to like know what was meant to trigger you, if it's coming from someone else. Like, what is a trigger, what is a like almost like getting to know the pattern recognition as well. Someone else's, like the people around you, and your own, because that way you can actually yeah, stop it, you know, put a dead stop or dead end, or put the boundary up, and that way it won't go further than it needs to. So for play, we have twins, and then I like you but you're on your self node. So perhaps someone, if this is like a romantic or friendship, or yeah, or like workspace, it's almost like the toxic place, or, you know, oh, interesting. So it's also like someone, perhaps like if they're putting up a play for you, like an act, like the show, like, you know what I mean? It's also asking you to like just not give into that. It's like the big, like, but, you know. And the twins, I put it there for like the twin flame energy, or, you know, but it could also mean, and it's crazy because the judge, it has like both the light and the dark. So maybe if someone is being critical, overly critical, that's a South Node trait. That's like a very karmic trait for you to be in, if it's you or if it's someone else, right? It just means that like you're basically almost addicted to gossip, to negativity, to blah blah blah. So there's something in that you have to put like a boundary in, or just speak up about it and start acting from the right place, right? The judge is calling you to do the right thing, to advocate for the ones who need the underdog or something. And twins, it could also be like your divine energies in yourself, like the masculine and the feminine, and just being playful with yourself as well. So it feels like allowing yourself to play, and as well like having a boundary where like drawing a line of things that like, okay, this is not for me, because you're walking the North Node, like you're making better decisions, you're knowing what to, you know, as a judge, the judge knows what's right and what's good. So why would you behave in like bad behavior, right? In the low frequency behavior, in the South Node behavior, all of that, it's literally the same. It's just different vocabulary words, but it's ideally it's the same message. All right, so let's go for the riddle. Oops. Let's see for the riddle trickery. We have find your own rhythm, sacred flow and movement. Quality over quantity. Redefining your idea of God. So it feels like with trickery, it was saying like knowing where to stop digging in, right? So I would say if you connect with yourself and you know, and you connect with your intuition, you would know when you just, it's like almost like if it's like a pattern recognition, like if you recognize your own pattern of like just being addicted to knowing, like, no, I need to know this, I need to know that, and it's almost like, okay, you need to relax, you need to drop it, you need to stay calm, and there are some things that you need to just like let go of. Like you can't, you know, like can someone, like there's, to this day there's still so many arguments about who God is, what this is, like, you know, there's so many things about that, and it's all like, it's the biggest riddle, it's the biggest dead end battle and conversation and argument you can ever get into. I feel like the whole point is to just like do the right thing. Like once you know what's right, once you know what's bad, it's like just do the right thing. It doesn't matter who believes in what, like who the tricks, who's playing the tricks, are you or someone else. But it's like if someone is triggering you with these conversations with, or if you're getting triggered, it's also a call for you to analyze, why is it so triggering? You have to do the shadow work, put the boundaries of whatever it is that triggers you. Okay, expose yourself a little bit less to it. But yeah, so I feel like this is what's in your blind spot at this moment. I feel like they all go together, but just take what resonates and discard the rest. If you enjoyed this reading, let's pull up a card to anchor this message. Joy. Okay, so we have for play. So overall, because these are very heavy, right? And find your own rhythm, it could be like your own joy, being playful with yourself, choosing quality over quantity. It goes like walking away from the South Node, the bad things, and then just like, yeah, like picking better, doing better. When you know better, you do better, and therefore you become better as well. When you read, you learn, you get educated, and then all of a sudden you're speaking, behaving differently, your life changes, like, you know what I mean? So it's like just picking joy over the things that are not bringing you that peace of mind. And it feels like what even the smallest things you could do that bring you joy will help you advance and get through this I'm gonna say hardships, because they really are, you know. Like I know what it is to be in this turmoil energy mentally, and even when it's external, it's even worse, you know what I mean? It's just like horrible. But I feel like this is what's helping you sharpening your, both of these, your intuition and your rhythm, and it's helping you stay resilient with yourself. It's helping you test your self-worth, because now you're gonna be like, okay, these friends aren't serving me, they're not treating me like with respect, you know, they're overstepping the boundaries. If you, once you play someone, if they overstep, it's like, okay, so you gotta stay ahead, but like staying diligent, not overly critical, but diligent. It's like, okay, boom, and then allowing the play to ease the tension and guide you, but it doesn't have to be with the people. I mean, sometimes that could help too, like it could ease the situation, but it's another thing, it's like it's really hard to heal in a place that you got sick per se, you know what I mean? Like I think at that point you just gotta like really pick and move, find your own rhythm. That's the whole point. And when you zig and find your own rhythm, then your tribe will find you, because yeah, it's just like you'll attract it, because joy is like a magnetic frequency as well. So if you're having fun, it's contagious, just the same as fighting is contagious. But you know what I mean, you don't want that, we don't want that. I mean everyone has their choice, we all got free will. But in my point, the point of shadow work is to get better and everything. Anyway, I think I'm rambling. I will let you go. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.